friends, I'm Wednesday. I'm going to be guiding us through a little Ashtanga Vinyasa Flow. To get started, we're just going to go over the deep breathing with sound. Hi friends, I'm Wednesday. I'm going to be guiding us through a little Ashtanga Vinyasa Flow. If you are not familiar with deep breathing with sound, we're going to be breathing in and out through our nose throughout the practice. You want it to sound kind of like you're fogging a mirror if you were to do that with your mouth, like a, but it's going to be with our nose. So a couple practice breaths here. Let's inhale, exhale. Inhale, fill all the way up, and then exhale, let it all out. That's going to help you build heat in your body throughout your practice. If at any point you feel overheated, you can just do some exhalations through your mouth and that'll expel a little bit of that heat, okay? So we're going to get started laying on our backs. And we're going to start with half wind removing. So we're going to bring our right leg up and press it into the outer edge of our right rib cage there. I'm going to swing this right leg over the left side of my body, stacking the right hip on top of the left for a little beginning twist here. You can just look over your right shoulder, using your left hand to guide your leg. Inhale back to center. Give that right leg a squeeze again, and then lengthen it out, switching sides. Left leg comes up, pulling the left leg into the outer edge of the left rib cage. Just breathe here for a moment. All right, and let's send that right leg over, stacking the left hip, or the left leg over, sorry, stacking that left hip on top of the right hip and looking over to our right. Inhaling back to center. Squeeze that left leg in one more time. And then let's reach through the legs, grabbing onto the outer edge of the feet for happy baby. Maybe straighten one leg at a time here, whatever feels good. You can rock back and forth, giving your back a little bit of a massage. Dropping the feet. Let's bring the feet close to the sits bones. Arms come down either side of the body, and we're going to inhale, lifting the hips. Little bridge here to begin. If you'd like to walk the shoulder blades underneath your body and then interlace your hands underneath you, that's great. Send the hips up high here. Little back bend. Gonna release my hands and send it down. Now I'm just gonna do 10 bridge pulses here. So sending the hips up on an inhale, 9, 8, you can go at your own pace here, following your breath, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now let's send the right leg up, and we're gonna do the same thing 10 times, but with the right leg lifted this time. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop the right leg and do the left side. Left leg comes up, keeping that top foot active and flexed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Let's take a little figure 4 stretch here. Right ankle comes to the top of the left knee. We're gonna reach through, grab a hold on the back of our thigh, and then just do a little bit of a stretch here. Stretch out those glutes we just worked. Left foot comes down, let's switch it out. Left ankle to the right knee. Reach through. Figure 4 on your back here. All right, now lower down. I'm gonna flip over onto my belly. And then I'm just gonna send it up into all fours. Get there however you can. All right, now that we're here, I'm gonna start with a couple cat-cows. So we're going to exhale everything out, rounding our back, shoulders come to our ears, and inhale, arch the back, looking forward. Tailbone scoops up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Continue this at your own pace. If you'd like to add in dancing lion, you can replace that with your cow. So instead of doing the traditional cow, you'd send your hips back in the same arched position of your back, and then forward cat. And if you do decide to do dancing lion, make sure to take it in the reverse direction that you started. All right, finish up whatever side you're on. I'm gonna take my left arm and thread it underneath my body, placing the weight onto this shoulder, giving it a nice stretch. And let's switch. Push up with your right hand. Come back to neutral if you'd like. And then we're going to take the right hand, thread that underneath, stretching the right shoulder. Coming back to neutral, tabletop. Let's tuck the toes and send it up into a down dog. First down dog of the day, maybe pedal it out. Alternating right and left feet. Sending your hips high. Fingers are spread wide. You want to stretch your fingers as well. Gonna walk my feet towards my hands. And slowly inhale, come all the way up to standing. Now we're in Samastiti. That means our big toes are touching. There's a slight gap between our heels. Hands are on either side of our body. We're gonna do 5 sanas, Surya Namaskar A. If you're with me, inhale, palms up, look at your thumbs, exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, plant your hands, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. We're gonna breathe here for 5 breaths. This is a good time to reconnect with that deep breathing with sound we talked about in the beginning. Breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you finish that exhale, bend your knees, jump or step between your hands, inhale, half lift, exhale, fold, inhale, come all the way up to standing, look at your thumbs, exhale, Samastitihi. Number 2, inhale, palms together, look at your thumbs, exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, Plant your hands, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Gaze is at your belly button. Breathing for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, samastitihi. Number 3. Inhale, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, half lift. Exhale, plant and flow, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, samastitihi. Number 4. Inhale, palms up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Look between your hands, jump or step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, samastitihi. Last one. Inhale, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, plant your hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, look between your hands, jump or step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, samastitihi. All right, now we're gonna do Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B, but with a little bit of variation. So I'll let you know when that is, and if you're with me, let's start. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, pivot the left, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, pivot the right. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, jump or step between your hands, half lift. Let's pause here. We're gonna heel toe our feet, hip width distance. Take our peace fingers, wrap them around our big toes. Let's inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. This is the variation I was talking about. Now we're in Padangusthasana. You can use your elbows to create a deeper stretch if you'd like to send them out to the sides. We're working our face between our legs. Let your head hang heavy. Here for a couple more breaths. All right, let's look forward and release. We're gonna heel toe our feet back together, and then we're gonna bend our knees, sending our arms up, and exhale, Samastitihi. Another like that. This time we're gonna add in Padahastasana. Just follow along. We're gonna bend our knees. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward as we plant our hands. Step it back to Chaturanga or jump it back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Pivot the left. Virabhadrasana 1. Hands to the floor. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Pivot the right. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, jumper step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. And this is where we take Padahastasana. Pause here and heel toe your feet hip width distance. Let's take our hands and slide them underneath our feet. Toes will come to the wrists. Inhale, let's lengthen, looking forward, and exhale, fold. A deep bend in the knees here is totally okay. The goal is eventually to get the top of the thighs in contact with the belly. If you're extra bendy and this is easy for you, maybe take your elbows out to the sides again. Let your head dangle, and we'll have a few breaths here. All right, as you're finishing up that round of breath, let's release the hands, heel toe the feet back together. Finishing up that Surya Namaskar B, let's bend the knees, sending the arms up to the sky, look at our thumbs, and exhale back to Samastitihi. All right, now we're going to do Trikonasana. So inhale, big step out to the right, left toes are facing forward, right toes will face the back of the mat. We're gonna have our arms out in a T, and then on an exhale, folding over that right leg. Now we don't want to be putting any pressure on this leg. Maybe when you fold, you just have your hand on your shin, that's great. Maybe you've got it towards the ankle, or maybe all the way wrapped around your big toe, your peace fingers around your big toe. Wherever you are, make sure to be using your abdominal muscles to hold you up and not put pressure on this bottom arm. So let's take the left arm up to the sky, opening the chest, and gaze at that left hand, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come up, and then this time the left arm comes up for a twisted triangle. So let's bring that left hand to the ground, either pinky toe side if you're a little extra bendy, or the inside of your foot. Right arm comes up to the sky. The goal is to have your legs straight. So if you need to bring them in a bit, that's totally fine. But the end goal is to have both legs straight in this position. So we're gonna open our chest, rotating right arm up, and then look towards that right hand, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come up. We're gonna switch out our feet, keep your arms in a T shape. So now your left foot will face the front of the mat, right foot's facing forward, and let's exhale, hinge over that left leg, wherever you are, shin, ankle, toe, that's great. And let's rotate, open the right shoulder, gazing towards our right hand, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come up, right arm comes up, and we're gonna exhale, twisted triangle. Maybe bring your feet in a bit to keep your legs straight here. Left arm comes up to the sky, looking towards your left hand. Let's breathe for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come back up. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. All right, switching it up. Now we're gonna do one more Surya Namaskar B with another variation. So just follow along. Let's bend our knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, plant your hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. And now this is the variation I was talking about. We're gonna go into a side angle stretch here. So rotating that back foot, right hand comes to the pinky toe side of the right foot. Opening that left shoulder, arm is pointing out the top of your head. And for a little twist, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's plant the left hand and we'll send the right foot back, finishing up the Surya Namaskar B. So we'll inhale into up dog, exhale down dog. Now left foot forward, pivot the right, and we are going to do side angle on this side, or Parsvottanasana. So left hand, pinky toe side of the left foot, spiraling a little bit to open up the chest, right hand, right arm over the right ear, and gaze up at that arm or the hand, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, left foot meets the right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And now we breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you finish that exhale, bend your knees, looking between your hands, jump or step. Inhale, half, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, palms up, look at your hands. Exhale, back to Samastiti. All right, now we're done with Surya Namaskar B's. Let's do Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, big step out to the right. Pigeon your toes. Let's bring our hands to our waist. We're gonna inhale, do a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, fold, bringing your hands to the mat. Now the eventual goal is to get the crown of our head in contact with our mat. So we're gonna use our hands and push against the mat, working our torso between our legs. I'm gonna flip to the side so everyone can see what I'm talking about here. So just using the pressure of your hands, you can walk yourself back. When you find your edge, stay there. Let your head dangle. All right, let's inhale, half lift. And let's take our hands and interlace them behind our back. Pause here for a moment, inhale again, and then exhale, fold all the way down, working your hands away from your back, working the crown of your head towards the mat. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half lift. Let's bring our hands to our waist. Pause here, exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up, little back bend, back to neutral spine. All right, last Prasarita Padottanasana. Let's inhale, little back bend again. Exhale, fold all the way down, reaching our peace fingers around our big toes. Final stretch here. You can use your elbows, pulling them out to the, or bending them out to the sides to create a deeper stretch. Giving yourself a little resistance here. Let's breathe for 5. Maybe bring a little bit of the weight of your feet into the to the balls of your feet. Weight of your body into the balls of your feet, sorry. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, half lift, and release the grip on our toes. We'll bring our hands to our waist. Pause here, exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. And exhale, back to Samastitihi. All right, inhale, feet out again. Last time we did pigeon, now we're gonna do duck. So feet will be facing outwards. And we're gonna bend our knees for goddess here. Sinking down. Imagine your hips to be a bowl. We wanna scoop it up. So we don't want it pouring forward. We want the bowl to be up here. So try and scoop your hips forward a little bit here. If you wanna cactus out your arms, maybe just sway backwards and forward, side to side. Maybe sinking a little bit lower. All right, we're gonna straighten our legs and bring our hands up above our head 3 times. Ready? 1, sinking low. Inhale, 2, sinking low one more time, and 3. Hold here for a moment. Inhale up, and then exhale back to Samastitihi. All right, now we're going to be doing pyramid into a little bit of a transition. So we're going to inhale, right foot out. You want your right foot facing forward, left foot is behind at about a 45-degree angle. Your heels will be in one line. Now, first we'll do a traditional pyramid. You can either do reverse prayer hands behind your back or grab for either elbow. So we're set up here. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Working your right hip back. You want to keep your hips straight, square if you can. And we're working the crown of our head towards our foot, or chin towards our shin. Let's breathe here for 3 more breaths. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale up, keep the hands, and switch out the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Working the left hip back to keep the hips square. Chin to the shin, crown of the head to the foot. Let's breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come up. Now we're gonna drop our hands and we're gonna switch back to the other side again. So this time we'll do the non-traditional. We're gonna have our hands next to our feet. So let's take pyramid one more time. And we're gonna transition into a little bit of a balancing series. So bring our hands on either side of the foot here, working that right hip back. We start in pyramid. From here, we're going to rock forward a bit and bring the weight into our right foot for a standing needle. So if you like to kickstand, if you're working on your balance here, that's great. You can use some fingers or spider up on your fingertips. Also, you can bring one or both hands to the back of your calf. Let's inhale, arms come up for standing T. Try and bring your arms on either side of your ears. All right, from here, we're gonna bring our right hand down, half moon. If you can, open up your shoulders by bringing your left hand to the air and then gaze at that left hand if you can. From here, we transition into airplane, bringing the hands back. All right, last one. Now we're gonna do twisted half moon. Left hand comes down to the ground, right arm comes up into the air. All right, let's bring the right hand down. We're going to bring this left leg up and just place it down. Let's give ourselves a little bit stretch here. My right glute is burning. I don't know about yours, so I'm just gonna do a little figure four. Right leg comes over and just sit down. Little mini stretch here. All right, now let's do the other side. So left foot is facing forward, right foot's behind it at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold into pyramid on that left side. Now from here, we're going to transition into that standing needle. So bring the weight of your foot into, or the weight of your body into that left foot. Either kickstand or bring one or both arms to the back of your calf. From here, we transition into standing T. Arms on either side of your ears. Let's move into half moon. Left hand down. Right arm comes up. Gazing at that right hand if you can. Back foot is flexed and active. Let's bring that right hand down and back. We're gonna send it into airplane now. Right, or both arms send over, or come back along the sides of your body. All right, and last one, twisted half moon. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up to the sky, gazing at that left hand. All right, now let's step that back leg back, standing up, and we'll bring the left foot up into a half, or a standing four. Just a little bit of a stretch there. All right, I don't know about you, but I am burning. So now we're going to do that 2 more times, but a little bit faster. So we'll start in Samastitihi. Inhale, right leg comes out, heels are in a line, right foot's facing forward, left foot is out at a 45-degree angle. Let's hinge forward over that right leg into a pyramid. We're gonna do this one on basically a 1 breath basis, so it's gonna be more of a flow now that we've gotten it down. So, bring the weight into your right foot, kickstand yourself up into standing splits. From here, we inhale, standing T. Right arm comes down, half moon. Left arm peels open, gazing at that left hand if you can. Airplane, arms come back. Twisted half moon. Left hand to the ground, open up that right arm, gazing at the right hand. Let's bring the hands down, bring that left leg back. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, come up. Let's switch out the feet. Left foot's facing forward, right foot's behind at a 45-degree angle. Let's exhale, fold. Beginning in pyramid. Bring that weight into your left leg. One or both hands behind the calf. Inhale into standing T. Half moon, let's bring the left hand down. Peel open the right shoulder, gazing at your right hand. Back leg is active. Hand down or transition straight into airplane. Arms come to either side of your body. Twisted half moon, right arm comes down. Left arm peels open, gazing at that left hand. Hands come down or just bring the back foot down. Hands come to our chest. Inhale, come up. Back to Samasthiti. Now I'm just going to do a figure four on each leg just to reset. So hands come to the hips. Let's bring the right leg first and just sink down. Coming back up, let's switch it out. All right, let's do that flow one more time. So we're gonna inhale, step out to the right, pyramid. Same foot positioning, right foot's forward, back is at a 45-degree angle. Let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring the weight into your right foot, send it forward for standing splits. Let's inhale, standing T. Right arm down, left arm peels open, half moon. Right into airplane if you can, arms come to either side of your body. Left arm down, twisted half moon, right arm comes up to the sky, gazing at that right hand. Right arm comes down, left leg down, bring your hands into prayer. Pause here, inhale up, keep your hands, and let's switch. Pyramid on the left side. Exhale, fold. Bring your body weight into your left leg. Rock forward, standing needle. Inhale, arms come up, standing T. Left arm down, half moon, right arm peels open, looking at our right hand. Straight transition into airplane if you can, bringing arms on either side of your body. Twisted half moon, right hand down, left arm peels open. And let's bring that back leg down. Hands come to prayer at our chest. Inhale up, and then let's just turn. We're gonna do that figure four again, or I'm just turning to you. Whatever's comfortable for you. Hands come to the waist. Figure four on each side. Do my right first. All right, I'm gonna come back to Samasthiti, and we're gonna take a vinyasa. Inhale, palms up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant and flow, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And I'm gonna jump through into a seat. Legs come out in front. I'm gonna start with just a forward fold, whatever you prefer. If you wanna do peace fingers around your toes, that's cool. Also wrap your hands around the bottoms of your feet, wherever you're at. We're gonna breathe here for 10 breaths. Try and get control of your breath again. This is just a chance to reconnect and keep your back as straight as you can. Breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathing for 3, breathing for 2, and 1. Let's inhale, come up, and then we're gonna take a vinyasa from a seat. So let's cross our legs, plant your hands, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jump or step through to a seated position again. Hands come about 6 to 8 inches behind the back. We want the arches of our feet together, and we're gonna send our hips up for Purvottanasana. Reverse plank, looking back, letting our head hang, breathing for 5, 4, 3, little higher, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Cross your legs. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Now we will do Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, half bound lotus forward fold. So if you are able to do a half lotus, I'm going to start with bringing my left leg in. You want your foot kind of in your hip crease. Now, maybe you can't get it all the way up to here. Maybe you just bring it up to here. That's totally fine. If you're here, you're just going to stay here. Maybe you can bring it here. That's a good spot too. You can hold onto your foot. If you're a little more bendy and you can bring your left arm around your back to bind onto the foot, we can go on to the next step. If you're not quite here yet, just hold here, hold your foot, and fold forward as much as you can. That's a good start. If you're with me, left hand comes around the back, binding onto that left foot. We're gonna inhale our right arm up, and exhale, fold over the right foot, binding onto that, or fold over the right leg, binding onto that right foot. And we'll breathe here for 5. Breathing for 4. This one's really good for digestion. Your foot kind of massages your intestines as you're in this position. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Let inhale come up and just switch out your feet. Right foot comes in this time. Again, whatever modification you need to take, if this is as far as you go and you want to just hold your foot and do a slight fold forward, that's great. If you're with me, right arm comes around the back, binding onto that right foot. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, fold, binding onto that left foot. And breathe for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. Now it's not the end all be all, but some days if I'm feeling a bit bloated or I'm having a little bit of indigestion, if I get into some poses like this where my intestines are being massaged, it always helps me at least a bit to alleviate some of that discomfort. So I highly recommend these poses. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's inhale, come up, and then we're gonna take a vinyasa. So cross your legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seat. Straighten your legs, and we'll do Janusarsasana now. So first I'm gonna take the right leg and bend it. Right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. You want the left foot flexed and active. We'll inhale. We want to square off our shoulders to this left leg. And exhale, fold over that left leg. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you can, I'm going to take my left forearm to the ground. Keep contact with this right toe in the right hand, or the left toe in the right hand, for a little side stretch here. If you're not quite there, just reach towards that left toe. That's great too. You should still feel the stretch here along your right side body. Just breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Release the bind, sitting up, and let's switch out the feet. Little ab challenge here. Don't use your hands to switch them out. And now left leg's at a 90-degree angle. Left sole of the foot is along the right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up, square up your shoulders to your right leg, and exhale, fold. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. I'm going to keep contact with this left arm and the right toe, bringing the right forearm to the ground. And just a side stretch here for 3 breaths. If you're not quite there yet, just reach. I used to not be able to put my forearm on the ground. Sometimes you kind of hover it here. Just work, just do the best you can, working towards your goals. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to release, inhale up, cross my legs, and take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jump through, straight into boat pose. Ooh, almost lost it there. So you want your arms parallel with the ground. Slight bend in the legs here is okay. The goal is to have them straight. 5 breaths, 3 rounds. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your legs, just hinge forward, lift up, and go straight into round 2. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your legs, lift up. Round 3, last one. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. I'm going to pause here for a sec just to do a little lower back stretch after we did that Navasana. If you want to pedal your feet out here, maybe just regular down dog, whatever feels good. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna bend my knees and we're gonna come into a yogi squat. So bend your knees, look between your hands, and jump forward. Now we're in a yogi squat. So facing you guys. So you want your feet face out a little bit. We're gonna take our hands to prayer in the center, and then you're actually just using your elbows to deepen the stretch. So to push your knees out a little bit further apart. And come back this way. So just hang out here for a few breaths. Try and keep your back straight as you can. Maybe rock side to side, whatever feels good here, just to open up your hips a little bit. All right, now if crow's in your practice, I'm gonna take that now. So you want your fingers really wide here. Hands are wide too, a little bit, maybe shoulder width. And then you are gonna bend your arms. The goal is to use the back of your forearms as like a little shelf for your knees. If you're not quite there yet, you can stay in yogi squat, and if crow is in your practice, you may take that now. The trick is really to rock forward on those hands. It's a little scary at first. Now would be a good time to practice at home. It's a safe space. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Let's pass through yogi squat, and I'm going to bring my knees down, sitting onto them for rabbit. All right, so I'm going to, for rabbit, if you're not familiar, it's going to stretch the top of our back. So we're going to bring our heads down. The goal is to get your forehead in contact with your knees, and you don't want the weight of your head on the ground. So forehead to knees, little to no weight on the ground. Grab a hold of your heels. If you're a little sweaty right now like me, that's totally fine. Maybe grab a towel or something to put over your heels, create a little bit more of a grip there for you. So forehead to knees, grab a hold of those heels hard, and then we're just going to pull our hips up to the sky. So when we pull our hips up to the sky, the resistance we're creating by grabbing those heels should create a nice upper back stretch for you. Couple more breaths here. All right, and then we can actually use the resistance of holding onto our heels to pull ourselves up into a comfortable seat. All right, I'm gonna come to cross-legged, hinge forward, take a vinyasa, plant your hands, step or jump back, exhale chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog, and let's jump through to a comfortable seat. We're going to take Baddha Konasana. The soles of our feet are together. And I'm going to do two variations here. So we'll take our pointer fingers, and place them between our big toes and our small toes. And then you can create a grip here. So you're doing this motion around your big toe. The first stretch, you use your elbows to push your knees into the ground. And then we're just going to work our chin towards the front of the mat as best we can. Should feel a nice stretch in your groin here. Try and keep your back as straight as you can. And just breathe, sending your chin towards the front edge of your mat. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's come back up to neutral. And now we'll keep our hands where they are. We're just going to do a slightly different stretch here. So now the goal, instead of working our chin towards the front of the mat, we're going to work the crown of our head towards our feet. Now before, when we were creating more of an inner thigh stretch, now we're going to be creating more of a stretch along our backs. So if you're with me, crown of the head working towards the tops of the feet. You can really round your back here. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, let's cross our legs. Take a vinyasa, cross lift up, jumper step back, exhale chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog, inhale, jumper step through to a seat, legs straight out in front of us, Paschimottanasana. We'll take A and B. So if you want to kind of scoot your sits bones back, that might help you with your stretch a little bit more. First, we're going to take our peace fingers, wrap them around our big toes. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Breathing for 5. Same as when we did this standing. To create a deeper stretch, you can bend your elbows, sending them out to the sides. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's lengthen, and then exhale, Paschimottanasana B. This should be the deepest leg stretch of the day. So you're going to wrap your hands around the bottoms of your feet. Let's inhale, lengthen, straightening the spine, and exhale, fold. Deepest stretch of the day. Let's breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release and inhale, come up. Now I'm going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm just going to bring this right leg out. You don't want it to be your legs to be so wide that it's uncomfortable. Just a light stretch here because we're going to rock forward, and I'm going to give you an option here. You can either curl your hands forward on the mat or grab a hold of the outsides of your feet. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale, release, and come up. I'm going to bring my legs back to center, and I'm going to roll down onto my back. Now we're going to do Sarvangasana shoulder stand. So arms are on either side on the ground along either side of my body. Let's inhale everything up. Feet come to the sky. Toes are pointed, gazing at our feet. Now the end goal is to get our ankles stacked directly on top of our hips, which are stacked directly on top of our shoulders. The goal here is to have little to no weight in your neck. You want to just scoot your shoulder blades underneath your toward the weight of your body. Breathe here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Halasana, plow pose. Lower your feet over your head. Again, no weight in your neck. Bring your shoulder blades underneath. Toes are on the ground. You can interlace your hands behind your back and breathe for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deaf man's pose. Let's bring our knees either to our temples or to our ears. Heels are together over the top of the head. Breathing here for 6. Breathing for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's pass back through shoulder stand and then lower everything down slowly. All right. Next, I'm going to do 3 back bends. If wheel is in your practice, take 3 wheels. The first round I'm going to do is bridge, just to show anyone who's not familiar with wheel. If you want to start in bridge, that is great. So we did this in the beginning of the class. So heels come right below your sits bones. Sorry if I'm yelling, it's raining and I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So we're going to inhale, send our hips up. Interlace our hands behind our back and then creep our shoulder blades underneath us. Now, if wheel is not in your practice, you'll do 3 bridges just like this. On every inhale, try to send your hips a little bit higher into the sky. Now, if you are in wheel right now, in between rounds, you could just come onto the crown of your head, work your fingers back towards your feet, and then come up into the second round. All right, I'll be meeting you there. So everybody, let's lower down. Take bridge. If you're going to take bridge throughout, that's fine. If you're taking wheel with me, hands come to either sides of our head, fingers facing towards the toes, and lift everything up, looking at the mat, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto the crown of your head. If you're in bridge, just lower down and inhale, come back up. Round 3. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Hug your knees. Rock from side to side. Maybe take your legs in some circles here. Just little baby circles, massaging out the lower back. You did little circles, make sure to take it in the other direction. Right, release your legs. Let's flip over onto our bellies. All right. Just gonna do a couple little back strengthening exercises. So first, just gonna do a baby cobra. We're gonna keep our feet in contact with the mat, and we're just gonna inhale our hands up. Bringing the shoulders up as well. Breathing for 3, 2. Inhale a little higher. Exhale. Bring your favorite cheek to the mat. Pause here for a moment, taking rest. All right, one more. We're gonna do locusts. So arms come down on either sides of the body. This time we're gonna lift our feet as well. Arms will come up, feet will come up, head will come up. All right, bring your head back to center and inhale everything up. Gaze is just out in front of the mat. Breathing for 3, 2, little higher. Exhale, 1. Send it back into child's pose. Knees together, knees apart, doesn't matter. You might feel a little bit of a deeper stretch if you have your knees together here. Alright, now I'm just gonna slide on back down, roll back onto my back. I'm gonna bring my legs up, reach between, grabbing the outer edges of my feet for happy baby one more time. Maybe rock side to side again here, giving your back one more little massage. Maybe straighten and bend your legs. Maybe straighten both, whatever feels good here. A few more breaths to play around. Let's bring our feet down and just let your knees fall to the right. Maybe bringing your arms over to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Little passive a little passive twist here. Inhale, legs back into center and let them fall onto to the left. Maybe gazing over to our right this time. Let's inhale our feet back to center and then just let them fall into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, arms overhead. Resting here for a moment. Alright, last thing before we take rest, I want everybody to bring your knees into your chest, reach up and give yourself a big hug, squeezing your knees, bringing your face into them. Thank yourself. I actually do this daily, or whenever I do yoga practice. I had a yoga teacher told me to do this a while and it just stuck. I just squeeze and I thank myself for being here, for just everything. It's good to be grateful for yourself. And now just surrender into Shavasana. Palms are facing up. Let your feet and thighs relax out to the sides and just surrender into rest. Nice rainy Shavasana. You're having thoughts here, notice them and then allow them to pass. Nice little mini meditation here. Noticing anything that comes up and then letting it pass by. Bringing your awareness to the sounds that are happening around you can really help with this. Relax your breath here. Please stay in this resting position as long as you'd like. If you're ready for a little bit of movement, bring some awareness back to your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe gently rock your head side to side. And when you're ready, roll onto one side into fetal position. If you'd like, you can use your arm as a pillow here. Take another moment of rest here. Let's slowly push ourselves up to a comfortable seat. You can keep your eyes shut here if you'd like. Cross-legged, hands come to our knees or in our laps. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for creating space for yourself. Thank you for creating space for me to teach. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's bring our hands to our forehead in prayer. Namaste. Thank you all.